Hey, I want to talk today about how perspectives can change life. I'm serious. It can change life. To start, I'm actually going to tell you a little story about perspective. And the story was how an avocado pretty much destroyed my world and gave me an even better world. For the first time I was abroad, I was in Belgium, and my flatmate was eating an avocado and he was going to put salt on it. And immediately when I saw that, I started screaming, "Hey, stop!" And he was like, "What are you doing? Are you crazy? What's going on?" And I said, "That's the salt." And again, he looked at me like crazy. Of course it's the salt. What are you thinking? That moment I was like, well, you need the sugar, right? That's what I told him. I was like, "Are you crazy to put sugar on the avocado?" And in that moment, like, seriously, it was like, I'm serious. It was really, but it was like the best thing ever that happened to me, because it was like this little key that entered my brain and opened my brain, and everything was like, wow, the world is different. In that moment, I really noticed, I was like, what else did people tell me when I was growing up, that this is how you do something? And it's actually not true. It can be something different. And things can be done differently by different people, by everyone actually. Of course, this is a very simple basics of how it all started for me. But from that, later on, what happened is that I realized that even experiences that I was passing in life with different people would have such different meaning for me than it would have for someone else. People might be experiencing things in a very, very different way. And then even more powerful was when I actually finally realized that whatever I'm experiencing, it can also change for myself. It doesn't need to be that way only. And by what I mean is, when we reframe the way that we're experiencing a situation, we detach our emotions, or we can actually, at least, not saying to be just completely Pollyanna, kind of super positive, pretending nothing happened, because resistance also makes things persist. What I'm saying here is that understanding the emotions, or what is it that is triggering us, can be super valid, especially if we want to reframe it. And then in a situation that can be, for example, I lost my job, it can be actually like, oh great, I actually wasn't happy in that job, so now I'm actually free to do what I want. Or in a situation in which something that is really, really difficult, like I don't know, someone is, didn't understand what we were communicating. There was some sort of difficulties, or work is hard, or it's taking too long. Okay, how can we actually get out of like that negative vibe and actually start reframing to like, okay, this work is too difficult, but oh my God, I have a chance to actually learn something new. Oh my God, I'm learning something, I'm thriving, look at an amazing, what are the things that I can do with this later on? Or even like, oh my God, this work is just so annoying. I know that this is not the type of work that I want to get later on. It's all about reframing, right? About situations and perspectives. Even when something really terrible might happen, like I got a little accident in the beginning of the year, and it's like everyone was like, oh, poor you, oh, that sucks. And I was like, don't poor me, I don't want anyone's pity right now, I don't want this negative energy, it's not all about that. I kept myself really in a positive mindset. I was laughing, and I was like, well, seems like the universe just wanted me to slow down. There is a reason for it. So instead of like being just pissed that I couldn't do anymore all the plans that I wanted to do, I just started reframing and thinking like, okay, so what is it that I can do out of this? I took my time to reevaluate my business, to reevaluate my life, to have more insights, to calm down a little bit, to actually connect deeper with people, to stay longer in a place. So it's always about the reframing that we do, the perspective that we approach something that might actually change how we experience it, and what are the gifts that can come out of it, right? So always try to find the blessings behind that are hidden in a negative situation. There is a hidden in behind a negative emotion as well. And it's possible. Perspective can change everything. The meaning that we apply to situations, the stories that we're telling ourselves, they can change everything. And that will also improve our relationships, the way we're living. And yeah, let me know, actually, share it on your comments. How did one of those things actually change your life? Or if you have any questions on how would you do that, let me know. If you have any techniques, good techniques are always to write down what is the negative thing, and then like start really kind of asking yourself what are the positive things that can be behind it, and start brainstorming and write down there. And then you start feeling in your gut what is it that it's the real things, that why that situation is coming to you. Okay, always connect with your gut and intuition, as I've always mentioned, and this makes everything better, and it can create better workplaces, better way to achieve our goals, and yeah, much stronger, resilient person in this world. Comment below, share your story with me, tell me if you have any questions, and share this video if you think it's gonna be helpful for someone, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to have more insights and experiences of life and reflections, and ready to action, like be ready to action, like good exercises that you can do right after finishing this video. All right, I hope you can go out in the world and do amazing stuff, so make sure to subscribe.